Hello, good afternoon, friends. Welcome to another episode of Indian.net, which is on the Terraform. So today we have Rajkumar Jain, who is going to discuss about and giving a glimpse of Terraform. And we welcome you, Rajkumar. Over to you. Thanks. You are on mute, Rajkumar, if you are talking anything. No, we are still not able to hear you. Could you please unmute? Okay. Meanwhile, when till the time Rajkumar is joining. So just wanted to share in this particular tutorial we are going to discuss about session we are going to discuss about what is Terraform, how to use it, and what are the basic advantage of using Terraform. So basically on every Sunday we are
Audible now, guys?
like doing
Hello.
this study sessions. So we welcome you all for these sessions. Over to you, Rajkumar.
Am I audible now? Hello.
Hello. Yeah, now you are audible. Please go ahead.
Yep. Just give me a second. I think the screen got stuck. Meanwhile, can you give the brief about our Indian.net and then we'll
Yeah,
start.
sure, sure, sure. Just a moment. Okay, guys. So meanwhile, Rajkumar is figuring out the issue. Let me quickly share about why should. Just a moment. Okay, so basically we are community based from Indore, and we are running this community since 2008. The community name is Indian.net community, and Indore software developer community under which we have Indore SQL Pass, Indore Power Platform, and many more. So our main aim of this community is basically to help each other by providing the different learning sessions, and so that is one of the thing. And we are committed to help each individual community member in terms of learning, in terms of grabbing the job. So why should you learn this? Why should you join this community? So basically, as I mentioned, uh, we can do free learning over here. Then obviously, when you join this kind of session, your knowledge will increase, and then in such cases, like, because we have almost 3,000 plus members on Facebook, and 500 plus member on different WhatsApp group which we have created. So in case, like, if you want to join those WhatsApp group, please feel free to drop me a message. My mobile number is scrolling down on the screen. So basically, those the people who are in the community mostly are in a good reputed companies, working on the senior software engineer, technical lead, so they might help you in grabbing your job. And also, like, once you join this kind of sessions, we will provide you some kind of certificate which might help you to grow your knowledge and help them to get the jobs also. So on the same time, we are like open. If you are interested in showcasing your knowledge on the in this community group, we are open to share for this. You can just share your topic, your sessions, and which you want to take, and we are good with it. So this is all about the Indian.net community, and hopefully Rajkumar is
Yep.
completed. Let
Thanks,
me check.
Rajat.
Hey
Yep. Am I
Rajkumar,
audible, right?
are you
Am I
good
audible?
now?
Yeah.
Or still
Okay.
facing
Thank
issue?
you. No, no. I'm ready now.
Okay,
Is it
perfect.
visible, right? My screen is visible to you all of? Correct. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Rajat. So,
Thanks.
welcome to the community, guys. We are Indian.net community. We are providing the learning sessions every weekend. on a free of cost, and there are lots of way we are trying to help our community. So today's the topic is the Terraform, and so I hope you guys are aware about the Terraform. If it is not, so let's go ahead and learn what is the Terraform and how we can use it. So in the Terraform is the we can say Terraform is just a tool which is used for the infrastructure as a tool. So whenever we are writing a code as an infrastructure as a code, we need some platform where we can execute. So uh, meanwhile, you will see, okay, why the Terraform is required. We other cloud environment also have their own tool to procurement of their instance, the services and instances, and like this, right? So why Terraform? So Terraform is a tool that will help you to communicate with the multi cloud. Okay, so that's why the Terraform is very popular, because AWS also have their tool, their services, right? But that will use for the AWS only. And Microsoft Azure also have their infrastructure procurement services where we can use the infrastructure as a code, but they also use for only Microsoft. Means they are uh, used for very specific cloud platform. But Terraform is used for multi-cloud platform. They are supporting more than 70-80 cloud providers, and gradually it will increase as and when like new cloud providers come to a market. They are including those kind of services also in the Terraform as a tool. So these are the tool which is used for the building and changing and managing the infrastructure in very safe and repeatable way, where we can use the reusability of our code. For example, if you want to create a 5 or 10 or 15 instances in a one go, yes, you can create with the help of this infrastructure as a code on a particular environment. But now the same environment you want to create in the some other cloud providers. For example, right now you have created a 15 instances on your AWS environment, but now the same kind of infrastructure you want to create in your Azure or Alibaba or any GCP cloud. So you need to just change the provider and details and all, and you can create the same infrastructure there also. Now, operator as an infra and teams can be use this Terraform to manage their environment. They can easily create an environment, easily destroy the environment as and when they require. Okay, they can play with the environment also. It is a the code which we are written in the Terraform. It's very a human readable form, and we can automate our deployment with the help of automation. Okay, and other tool also. This tool is written in a Go language, and it is easily pluggable with any of the automation tool. Okay, so let me discuss first of all why Terraform come into a picture and what are the challenges are there in the current infrastructure. Correct. So in current infrastructure before COVID, there are lots of planning we need to do. Okay, for the infrastructure changes, executing just those changes. All these most of the activities people are doing manually in their data center. We can say the server area. So they are doing all this activity in a manual way. These are so they face lots of challenges to create a one single instance on in a particular machine. Okay, there are other challenges like one of your team members creating one instance, second is using creating some other instance, while both should be with the same details and same kind of configuration should be there, but he has created some other way, you are creating some other way, the code sync up is not there, like this. So these are the challenges which we faced at the time of any infra procurement. So, and secondly, the keep up to date the our inventories means some pages are there which you need to upload or maybe update with your infra. So those kind of activity you have to do manually in the different machines. Okay, while if 100 or thousands are machines are there, then it will take a maybe a month or 2 or 3 months time, right? So how we can automate and how we can achieve our target within a very short notice or within a very limited time period. And last and the very best, like the least challenge which most of the people are facing, which is the dealing with the multiple cloud provider. So nowadays, the single provider, when we are working with a single cloud provider, we are also facing lots of challenges because we need to learn new things, and every time new things are coming to a picture. So we have to deal with those first, and then now the second scenario is now you are dealing with the multiple cloud providers. So they also have a different things are there, right? So in such a case, there are lots of challenges are there which you have to deal with. So to how to deal with the Terraform, we will discuss in later. So let's see what are the other tools. On top of that, we are using the Terraform. So Terraform is just like an open source, which is available on HashiCorp website. We can go and download from there. It's a cloud agnostic tool, provisioning tool that support immutable infrastructure with the declarative language and masterless and agentless architecture. It means we don't require any agent to run this kind of task. We can run by our on CLI, and had a large community with the mature code base also. Means in case of Terraform, if you want to develop any kind of code, so all kind of suggestions, code base, and everything is already available in the Terraform documentation. So you can just go and refer, and if you are facing such any kind of issues, so you can just go and refer those line of code, and it will be done. So that's how the Terraform is like very useful tool nowadays. But parallelly, other tools are also available, which are also in the market, and they are also playing a very vital role nowadays. But we can replace those tools with the Terraform very easily. So for example, as I said, like cloud formations are there, which is used for the AWS one. So Ansible is there, Chef and Puppet also are there, right? With the help of these tools, we are doing our infrastructure configuration kind of work in the DevOps side. Okay. So now, first of all, we need to understand what is mutable and what is the immutable infrastructure. So when we are doing the configuration with the help of such tool, which we call the Chef or Puppet or Ansible, these are the typically is a very mutable infrastructure. It means the software which you already implemented on a particular environment or on a server in and if something is happen, and if you want to add some patches there, you have to do on the same machine and with the same version, right? Like so existing server you have to make some changes, but some like it may also happen you are doing such kind of configuration but it got failed, so your current existing environment got failed completely. This is what this is what the challenge is in the mutable one. But while we are working on the immutable one, so where we are creating the required infrastructure on a different machine, and we will just replace our existing machine with those the new created one. So where we are using the immutable components. So as I said, so while in Terraform, every changes in the deployment of a new server only, not in the existing one. We are creating a with the patch the new patches with the software into a new server, and we will replace or whatever the our applications are running in the existing one. We will just deploy the same service on the new server, and we will just replace with the new server. And that's why there is a no we can say that there is a no zero mm, we can I'm trying to say. So there is a no challenge. It means if something is going wrong, it's okay. We have a proper backup with us, proper setup with us. It will not fail, right? So whenever we are creating a new server with the complete software which we required with the all the patches, with the new patches or the securities, whatever is implemented in the new server, we can just replace with the existing one. So here the zero time downtime is there, right? So we are not touching our existing application, but parallelly we are creating the one more environment where we can replace. So everything, if everything is going fine, okay, we will replace or we will remove the existing environment, and we will go ahead with the our new one if everything is going wrong. So that's why it's a immutable one. Here the servers are never modified and they are deployed. Third one is the an immutable infrastructure provides a more consistency. Why? Because we are creating the new environment with the consistent, or we can say the reliable sources, and whatever the new patches are available, or whatever the upgradations are required on the server, we are creating with the help of those only. And it is a very simpler one. It's a very easiest one to create a new server with the existing requirement, and it mitigates or entirely prevents our issues that are common in the immutable infrastructure. Correct? Okay. Okay, so there are two way to declare it. Even the procedural way, we can write our infrastructure as a code. So in a Stripe and Ansible, both are procedural, or we can say the imperative style, where we are written our code. Okay, which is specify the complete step by step process on how to achieve the desired state. But in case of Terraform in the cloud, or the cloud formation, or in the Puppet, all are a more declarative, where we can declare our variables and all, and we can use as and when it is required, right? So what, whenever the specific state is not ended, or it's not desired state we will not achieve, it will stuck, and it will wait for to complete that one, and then after that it will go for the second step. So that's why it's called as a infrastructure as a code tool. And it will again figure it out, whatever the achieved states are there. Once it is finished, then it will go ahead with the next step. So this is what the declarative step. So how to install the Terraform? So I already put the video where that will help you to install Terraform on your Windows machine. But yes, other platform are also available where we can install our Terraform. For example, the Linux, Mac machine, Solaris, and FreeBSD, OpenBSD. But for help of our community, I have created one YouTube link where you can go and see how to install the Terraform on Windows machine. So, okay, so now we got to know, and we are aware why the Terraform is required nowadays and why it is very popular. Correct? So, to start with the Terraform, we should be aware of the very basic commands. Uh, With the help of those basic commands, we can we can analyze whatever the process are there to create any environment at any cloud. Okay, so for the very basic commands are Terraform init. It initializes the your working directory which have the Terraform configuration. I will give you the demonstration also with the same. Then it will go for the Terraform plan. So whatever the infrastructure as a code you have written, you can plan all the executions one by one, step by step, and you can validate it also. So when you will run the Terraform plan command, it will go and check whatever the code you have written, it is validate, it is proper or not, and it will show the changes also, whatever you have mentioned. If you are making any changes with the existing infra, it will show you. If you are creating the new infra, so what are the instances and what are the services you will touch, it will give you all the details when you type the Terraform plan command. And after the deployment, how it will look like, how the way it will look, and what are the services it will use on a particular cloud, it will give you all the details in the Terraform plan. So now next step is the Terraform apply. So once you will plan everything, like you are satisfied with the whatever the reply you will get after the Terraform plan. If your everything is perfect which you are looking for, and you are satisfied with the results, then you will apply the Terraform apply. Until after you are not applying the Terraform apply, there is nothing will happen into your cloud environment. It will just go and check in the Terraform plan. But now when you type a command Terraform apply, it will go and create an environment in your whatever the cloud sub provider you are using in your code. As per that, it will create the instances whatever you have written in your infrastructure as a code. So once you will apply, it will start to creating those instances on those environment, and then you can go and verify the same. Then each and every step you can verify in your command line also. So now we have provision our infrastructure in on a particular cloud environment. Now whatever the things I want to do, I will apply and I will do, and I completed my work on a cloud provider. So now I want to destroy, because if I am not destroying it, it will charge me, right? So because those services are pay as you go, so whatever the work you have done and whatever the things you've done on that particular environment, if it everything is finished, I think we should go and destroy the that particular instance, because we already have those code with us. We, as and when we will require, we can again create the same environment as per our requirement. So the last command is terraform destroy, to destroy whatever the infrastructure you have created. So now you can get the understanding of these very basic commands. Any interview you can anyone can ask you these basic command. If you know, and then you can answer, so that will help you. Okay, so now we will see what is the difference plan and apply. So I already explained it, but let me explain as per the slide also. So difference between plan and apply. Apply asks for the prompt like, do you want to perform this action, and then implement the changes. Whereas plan show you the possible end state of your infrastructure without actually implementing the plan. Got it? So whatever you want to implement on your infrastructure, it will give you all the details in the plan one. Got it? Okay, guys. So next. So there are, okay, as I said, like we can declare the lots of variable and also these are there are two type of variables are there. It's a type variable in the second is the JSON or SCL. SCL is just like the Terraform language. We can say HashiCorp language or CLI. So these are the way by which we can define the variables. Terraform files. So when we are start working on the Terraform, so this file have an extension of .tf, and make sure we have all the configuration maintained in a single .tf file instead of many one, because it will create a lots of confusion when you are creating a multiple files. But we can create a file as per our provider also, cloud provider also, that will help us to get the understanding like which .tf file is used for which cloud provider. So Terraform loads all the .tf file in available in the present working directory. A set of files that describe the infrastructure in Terraform is called as a Terraform configuration. And configuration file can be either in the SCL or in the JSON language, which is very easy to understand. So these are the very basic way to declare the variables. So Terraform have a different type where we can declare our variable. So like first is a string one. So a string marks a single value per structure and are commonly used to simplify and make complicated value more user friendly, and it is easy to understand, right? So there are one type is a string where we can define as a default one with the parameters. The list is the another one. It is again the list which we are using in our JSON language. So we can define the type as a list and define our parameter. So for example, if you want to create three users, and it wants to get all the users name from the list. So here we can define, right? And map. So maps are again a collection of your key and key value pair kind of things we can say. So map is defined in that way. So we can define the key and the value. The boolean is as like as we are as a programmer we know boolean is only in the two form, either is a true or a false. So guys, before concluding the Terraform introduction, let me give you some uh, way how to identify and how to work on the Terraform side. Okay, so when you want to install your Terraform, just download from the Terraform website. Maybe it is already open on my machine, so let me show you. So yes, go to the Terraform and download the Terraform Windows application. Once you download it, go to your folder, download folder, and extract your Terraform. So when you download it, it will show you in the zip format. Let me show you if it is available on my machine. Okay, so yes, So when you download the Terraform, it will come into this form. You will install it, but when you click on it, it will not showing anything to you. So you have to go and say set up the environment variable. Correct. From here, you can see in the environment variable, you will just set up and give the path of your Terraform. So it is already defined on my machine. Correct. Here it is defined. So just define your Terraform path, and as and when if you completely done this, we just go in your PowerShell and type Terraform. Hello, dosto. So let's just see how second. To install. Sorry, guys. So Terraform version. So it will give you the Terraform version. If it is installed, it will show you in the yellow form. Correct. So type Terraform help. You will get all the commands which we can use at the time of using Terraform. So these are the very basic command and very main commands, we can say. Without this, we can't do anything. So the main commands are init, we already discussed, validate. So after the init, we can validate whatever the scripts we have written in as a code. We can validate those script also, the configuration file. We can plan. So whatever the changes we will done in the infrastructure, we can see when we type the plan, apply and destroy. So let me give you one example. So Terraform init. So when we type init, it will initialize the backend. It is initialize your Terraform package, the configuration part. So you can see it is initializing the plugin, which we AWS plugin, which I want to where I want to deploy my code. So it is initializing your provider plugins. If you want to initialize your Azure or GCP, you have to use that plugin. Okay. Now, so now I have a plugin, AWS plugin with me. Now let me go and check the uh, my file which I have here. So let me show you file first. So you can see here I have a Terraform file aws.tf. Correct. In aws.tf, I have defined my code infrastructure as a code. Here you can see what I have given the provider name. It is a AWS. I have given the access key and secret key in my region where my this infrastructure should deploy. Once resources is deployed on this instance, it should be the web, and the tag name is the hello world. So when I will go and log into my AWS account, I will see the hello world name is there. Okay. So let's go and plan for the same. So Terraform plan. So you can see it will give me all the details, whatever the changes it will make there in the AWS one. It will take bit like few seconds to get the details, whatever I am trying to implement in the AWS environment. So okay, there are some
Okay,
security.
Rajkumar,
Yeah.
excuse me. Would you mind to increase the font? It's hard to see.
How Rajat? Because I think I don't have any tool. Sorry.
No, so do one thing. This is PowerShell screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. On the header, just go and click on the property. Right click and click on the property on the
Mm,
top of PowerShell header.
yep.
The window, PowerShell
Ah,
window. Go
doing.
property. Okay. There would be font size would be there.
Large font. Yes, yes, I'm doing. But
Okay.
something
Nice.
is happening on my machine. Chef.
Just,
Okay, the chef one. Okay.
okay, thank you. And meanwhile, there are a couple of questions. So whenever you are ready, there are a couple of
Yes, yes.
questions. We can handle those two as well. Okay,
Yeah, yes, sure.
thank you.
Is it visible, right? Let me close it and restart the PowerShell again. Just give me a second. Okay. So let's meanwhile we will discuss about the questions, whatever the questions are there. Guys, please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, Pratik asked how to declare template in Terraform.
Okay. So template is just like as I said, it's a .tf. You can just create your template. So as I have created one template here, which is used for the AWS one. But the suggested way, if you are using the AWS environment only, so create only one template where you should declare everything, whatever the infra or provisioning part you want to define in the AWS one. Just use the only one template. So I have one template here, aws.tf. So you can see in this template I have declared I'm creating one instance with this name, but you can go down and create block wise. You can create your whatever the service you want to provisioning with the help of this file. So like this, you can create your own template. Okay.
Okay,
I hope
okay,
it's
thank
clear
you.
now.
Is that okay, Pratik? You want some more detail? The next question is from Aniruddha Acharya. He is
Yeah.
asking index in listing begin with 0 or 1.
Index is in listing is begin with zero.
Okay, thank you. Uh, the next question again from Pratik. He is asking Terraform is related to blue-green deployment. Is that
It's up
true?
to us. Yep, yep. It's a blue green decline is, but it's depend up to us where we are by like how we are automating it. We are using automate with the blue green. Yes, we can do it. But blue green mostly, as I said, like it's AWS part. But in the other multi cloud environment, we have to check.
Okay. So
On my screen,
the
I'm showing one more file. Sorry to interrupt. You can see on my screen there is a one file is called terraform.state, TF state. Is it right? And anyone can see, right? So I just want to give you some brief about the tf.state file. This file is used for to maintaining your state, whatever the environment or whatever the infrastructure you have created. It will carry all those detail in .tf state file. So this file is creating in a two-way, either in a remote machine or on your local machine. So if you are the single user, single developer in the Terraform side, you can use it on your local machine. But as and when you are working in a culture where the multiple developers are there who is working on the Terraform, multiple developers are working on the Terraform side, then you have to use the remote one. Yeah, Rajat. Next question, please.
no, I think that's not the open question. I think we address all the question. If you guys have any other question, please feel free to type in the comments box, and we will answer it as early as possible. Yeah.
So,
Uh,
so I am just trying to create one instance AWS instance with the help of this file aws.tf. So when I click on the when I type the Terraform in it, so whatever the files are there, it will go and check. So right now you can sorry, on my screen you can see one error is there, right? Error itself is saying that there are issue in the your credential one. So it because maybe this file is very old, which I am trying to use here. So we I need to make the changes in that file, and as and when I make the credential changes there, I am able to create an environment. So just give me 2 more minutes. I will try to create one user in AWS and then show you how it will use. So AWS console login. I hope it will not like you guys are not busy and you can bear with me for this uh, hands on. So it will take 5-10 minutes, but it will you will get a very basic understanding of the uh, Terraform, how you can create an instance and how it will help you, right, Rajat? I will take more 10, 5, 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Please go ahead. So meanwhile, guys, if you have any other questions, please feel free to type in the comment box. We will try to address. Meanwhile, let's do a quick poll till the time Rajkumar is logging and creating uh, the credential. How many of you who is joining right now uh, are using Terraform, uh, or this is first time for you? Just type in the comment, please. So the question is on your screen. Please provide your answer. Okay, and the chat is saying this is first time. Okay, great. Hopefully this session will help you somewhere. Anyone else want to share? Okay, Pratik. So you're already aware of Terraform. That's great.
Okay, guys. So I have just activated those key which was not activated. Now it will work. So I'm just planning Terraform plan. So the credential issue should solve now. Yep, right. So you can see on my screen as and when I enabled it, I just active my user which I have disabled, not because not in use. So let move to my EC2 instance where right now no machine is working. Every instance is in the stop one, right? Instance is in a running state, no. So let's go here and see nothing is there, right? Now I have planned one AWS instance with the help of this. So you can see when I type the Terraform plan, what the message I got from the AWS instance. So it said, okay, you will create one ME machine. Okay, this is your ME name, and then whatever the things will be available, it will be available after the apply. But the instance type I choose dot t2 dot micro because I have defined that t2 dot micro in my code. You can see here instance type is t2 dot micro. AMI I already defined, and I defined the name of the instance which is the hello world. Okay, so let's go ahead. So my AMI name is there, correct. The instance type I am using, it is showing there t2 dot micro, and security group is already done, so it is there. Security desk check, sorry, security group will be available after the apply, because once it is implemented, that security group will be applied there, and VPC also applied. So everything is will be available after the apply. Okay, so now I'm satisfied with the results when I planned. In the plan also it will say you will add one instance, so one to add. No, nothing is changed, nothing is destroy, because in my code I written only one instance to add. No make any changes, and no make do any destroy. So this is what I have defined in my file. So now I'm just applying apply. So it will ask you yes. You have to type yes. Once you will type means the re-verification, whatever you are doing, those activity. If you are agree, then it will apply. So again, it will give you those the same kind of report which you have seen in the apply. Sorry, in the plan one, you will get all these detail again, and it will ask you to reconfirm. Are you sure to perform this action? So we have to type yes. Until it will not do anything. So when I type yes, it is started now. And once whatever the steps it will do, it will give you all the steps one by one. So as I said, it said it started. So it says creating is start now. It's still creating. So 10 second is already done in the process. Meanwhile, the same we can verify here also in the EC2 instance. Okay. Again, still creating. Once we will see the name, we will go back and see the in the AWS environment. So on an average, it will take 30 to 60 seconds. So around 1 minute time, it should create it. Okay, great. So you can see on my screen, Hello World instance is created in the running instead, and the T2 micro and everything what I was looking for. You can see the zone and all. So you can see here again, creation complete after 45 seconds. So only one instance it created within a 45 second, right? So how quick and how automated it is. So in a 45 second, you have created a one server with as per your requirement. Whenever you are adding few more resources into a server, it may take a 1 minute. But when you are working on a thousands of machines, it will save your life, correct? Because whatever you have written on a single machine, for a single machine, you can do the for the same for the multiple machine also, right? So you can see here my environment is ready, and the file which I said, ls, this file carry those detail, terraform.tf state. It will carry the detail of the environment which I have created. So when I run the Terraform destroy, it will only destroy that single instance. While I have a multiple instance here, I can show you the here. You can see I have four instances, but it will destroy only one, right? So let's go and destroy. So again, it will re-asking. It will it will show me all the details what instance I am destroying. So you just go and verify first. So this is my ME machine. This is my reason. This instance type is there. Okay, everything it will show you first. Once you are okay and agree, then it will go and destroy. Okay, so you have to type again yes. Once you will type yes, it will start destroying. So let me go here again and refresh. So once it is like the termination will start, it will show there. So destroying to this machine, this instance, this is my 68 one. You can see, right? It started shutting down. So first of all, it will shut down and then will destroy. So see how easy it is, as I want to say. So I hope it is clear now, guys. If you have any more question, please let me know. Uh, and it will destroy within a 45 second again, the same. Like 35 seconds it took to destroy the environment. That's it, guys. I'm done with my end. At my end, sorry, guys. So please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for your participation. Thanks to join Indian.net community. You can go and watch my YouTube channel also. If you have any kind of queries, you can post your comment there. That will help me to get the understanding from your end. And as and when anything is required, please post your comment there also. You can post your query, any kind of query in our WhatsApp and our YouTube channel, or you can post your query in our Indian.NET community also. Thank you. Over to you, Rajat.
Yeah, thank you, Rajkumar. So, anyone has any query so far? If you want to ask. Hey, thank you, Aniruddha, for attending. Thanks a lot. Any queries, guys, so far? We are good to close this session now. If you like this session, please do subscribe and share with your friends. And as Rajkumar mentioned, like you can directly ping him and watch his existing YouTube channels. And moreover, that we have a group Indian.net on Facebook and also WhatsApp groups available. Just ping us, and mostly we will reply you and resolve your query. Thank you very much. So thank you, Rajkumar, once again for a wonderful session, and we are ending this session now if no more questions are there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rajkumar.
Thanks everyone. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you.